joining me today. I'm here for Simon Says Stamp, and I'm going to be sharing some inspiration using the brand new Merry and Bright card kit from Simon Says Stamp. This card kit features a lot of really great products, perfect for creating some really great holiday projects, and I'm going to share the products with you quick before we get started on today's project. One of the items that you'll get in this kit is a beginner set of the Chibitronics lights. Those are really popular right now, and I know everybody's been really excited to see these in the kit. Another item is the fairly cute Merry and Bright stamp set with a lot of great images. Also, you've got pattern papers from Doodlebug. These have a lot of great patterns in them, bunch of holiday imagery, and really fun stuff. I also like that there's some papers that are perfect for non-holiday cards as well. So if you wanted to do some maybe wintry themed thank you cards, you could do that. You also have a few Simon Says Stamp envelopes. These are new additions to the Simon Says Stamp envelope line. Also some stickers and sprinkles from Doodlebug. And then finally we've got some cardstocks from Simon Says Stamp. You've got Schoolhouse Red, Green Apple, Surf Blue, White, and also a piece of vellum. So in today's project, I'm going to be sharing how I created that really cute ornament on the left. I always loved origami when I was younger, and I used to love creating all sorts of different things with paper folding. We're going to be doing that for today's project. We're going to be doing some paper folding to create this really great ornament, and this is really easy to do. Kids could do this as well. It's that simple. So I'm going to share with you the details on how I created the paper folding to be able to create the ornament itself, and then I'll also show you how I decorated it. So let's get started. To get started, you're going to want to have a bunch of different circles die cut from some pattern paper. I used one of the Simon Says Stamp stitch circle dies to die cut 5 circles of each of these pattern papers and cardstocks. I also die cut a template from some white cardstock because I find this is helpful for when I went to go ahead and build these ornaments. It was really great to have something that I could reference as I was doing the score lines, and I'll show you how I did that. What we need to do is we need to make a triangle with these circles. So I'm first creating a horizontal and vertical axis on this circle. So I'm going to know where the center point is. Once I've done that, I'm now going to go ahead and start folding the ends of the circle in to create a triangle. I'm starting off by first folding the bottom up towards the top and meeting it up with that center line of our circle. I'm going to go ahead and crease that to fold that down. And then I'm going to uncrease it, and we're going to go ahead and move on to folding our next part of the triangle. Now we not only want to bring this end of the circle up towards the center line, sorry about my head, but we also want to make sure that the tip of this fold is going to meet up with the crease of our first fold. So right there where we've created that fold, it created a right angle, and I went ahead and did this for the other side as well. So once we've done this, we've created a little triangle, which is what we're going to need to help build our circle. Now, because I created that template, I can use that as a guide for where I need to do all my scoring on all of these circles. So that way I don't have to go ahead and re-measure things over and over and over again. So I basically just put some temporary adhesive on the back side of my template, and that allowed me to tack it down to the circles that I'm doing my scoring onto. After I've done all the scoring with my scoreboard and also stylus, I folded the 3 new flaps that we've created into the circle, and that creates the perfect little triangle. And as I do this with the template, this is going to make sure that all of the circles end up with the same sized triangles and the score lines in the exact same place. So that's going to make sure that we end up building a nice evenly spaced ornament, and that all the pieces are going to fit together perfectly. So I'm going to go ahead and repeat this process for all the other circles until I have every single one of them scored with those score lines. Now again, remember that I die cut 5 circles of each cardstock or pattern paper that I'm needing for my ornament. So basically I created a total of 20 pieces. However, you're not going to need all 20, but I wanted to have extras in case I messed up or if I needed a different color in a certain area. It just was handy for me to make a few extras just in case, because you never know. After I've done all of my scoring, I'm now taking my little triangles and I'm going to start adhering them together. We're first adhering these pieces to create the top and bottoms of our ornament. These tops and bottoms are going to be exactly the same, so I'm going to show you just one time how I created it, and then I'll just repeat it again for a second round. I'm basically taking these triangles and adhering them together to create a circle. So I'm touching them side by side and lining up the edges of the triangle with each other, making sure that the flaps are nice and even. So here you can see how it's going to end up working out. It's going to end up creating a little circle. And again, I went ahead and repeated the same process for the bottom portion. So this is the top right here, and then I'll go ahead and repeat this for the bottom. Next, it's time to build the center. This is what's going to hold our top and bottom pieces together. I'm starting off with 5 here of our little circles, and I arranged them like this so that way I could show you how we're going to be creating a straight line with this. This is basically going to be a chain, so to speak, that's going to then end up creating a circle, and I'll show you how easy that was to do. So I'm adhering these two together, and I'm going to continue adhering these triangles together in a straight line. So I'm kind of using my grid mat to kind of give me an idea of making sure that I'm adhering these right. And basically you just want to alternate where the tip of the triangle is. So right now I'm putting the tip of the triangle up. The next one will end up being facing down. And I'll continue doing this until I have all of these triangle pieces attached together to create our chain of circles. For the chain of circles, you're going to want to have 10 of these lined up together. And here's that chain right here ready to go. I'm going to attach a bit of tape to the end of the triangle, and then I'll go ahead and join these together to create our circle. This will form the ring that will be the center portion of our ornament. Now I'm going to go ahead and add adhesive to our top and bottom pieces, and then once I have the adhesive on, I'm going to go ahead and layer these together on top of our ring. This ring, again, like I said, is the center, so we're adding the top here, and then we're also going to be adding the bottom. Now, as you're building this, make sure that you keep in mind that you may want to go ahead and add the string in now. I forgot to do that, so I'm going to have to add in the string afterwards. I forgot the string before I went ahead and put the top portion or the bottom portion onto our ornament. So again, keep that in mind when you're going ahead and building yours, that you may want to go ahead and put the string on first right now before you put on this final piece. After I've attached down all the pieces, my ornament is halfway finished, and we're going to go ahead and start adding in the string that I forgot to add in the first time. So I'm bringing in some bow wire, and I've already threaded it through once. We're going to be adding a little jingle bell to the bottom to not only be a stopper for our bow wire, but it's also going to add a little bit of embellishment. Now I strung that bow wire through this straw. This is a little coffee stirrer straw. And I'm going to now go ahead and feed that straw through my ornament to bring the bow wire through the ornament itself. This was my way of being able to thread that bow wire through the ball because I forgot to do it the first time. But again, if you already put the bow wire through the ornament before you attach the top or bottom, you will be able to go ahead and put the bow wire on first without having to worry about this step. So I just tied the bow wire off into a little overhand knot to close it up, and that'll be the loop for how we attach it onto our tree. I also took a bit of satin ribbon here. This is some red satin ribbon, and I'm going to go ahead and tie this into a bow to then add on to our bow wire. So I created 2 loops. I'm going to fold them over top of each other, and I'm going to feed that through to make a little bow. Once I've fiddled with the bow a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and string my bow wire through the center portion of our bow, and then I'll go ahead and tighten it. And that creates a nice little bow around the bow wire to help finish it off. And I think this really adds a nice pop of color to the ornament as well. I took my We Are Memory Keepers ribbon cutter, and I'm going to go ahead and lay this across the ribbon cutter and trim off the ends so that way I have some nice clean edges on my ribbon. This ribbon cutter seals the edges of your ribbon, and it's a perfect addition to your tools in your craft room. I've been using this a lot lately. I love using ribbon, but this has made me bring out my ribbon a lot more because I'm now able to go ahead and seal the ends of my ribbon cutter and not have to worry about the ends of my ribbon frame, which is really, really nice. Next, I'm going to go ahead and embellish my little ornament here with some sparkling clear sequins from Pretty Pink Posh. This is the sparkling clear mix. There's a variety of different sizes. I'm creating little patterns inside these triangles with the sequins. I thought this would be really fun to be able to add a little bit of embellishment to the ornament. The ornament did look just as beautiful without the little sequin addition, but I thought this would really add a bit of shimmer and shine to this ornament, and I always loved how sequins capture the light really well, especially on a tree. So I created a variety of different designs with the sequins, and then that's going to finish off this ornament. So I hope you've enjoyed and got some inspiration on using the brand new Simon Says Stamp December Merry and Bright card kit. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments section below, and head on over to my blog where you can get more information on the card kit and this ornament that I created. I also created a second ornament using this card kit, which I also have a video on, so be sure to head on over to my YouTube channel or head on over to my blog where you can get information on that ornament And also I have the video linked here at the end of this video. Right here you can click on it on screen and I'll take you right to the video so you can go ahead and see how that one was created. So I hope you enjoyed. Please give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you can connect with me on social media at Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, YouTube, as well as my blog. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you again soon.